All right, well, thank you guys for doing this. I'm glad we finally could sit down and get it done.
Yeah, no problem.
But to start off, how's it going in general?
It's good. We're almost done filming our scenes, and we're started with editing, but overall, I think we're where we need to be.
Yeah, I think filming's going well. We have some cool shots from around campus in Chapel Hill, also Carborough.
And Hickory.
Yes,
In Hickory?
North
Yeah.
Carolina.
Oh, I know where Hickory is. Okay, so no one else will see this until after your film is shown. So you can talk freely about what your idea is. It might ruin it for me, but for the sake of the interview, what is the idea?
So you can jump in if I get it wrong.
Okay.
But basically, it's based on a true story of Cam, our other group member. His grandfather in the 70s basically came to Hickory with a new job. And the job was with brick or lumber or something like that. And he wanted to go out one day during the workday and get a drink, just like get a beer and chill. And they don't sell alcohol in Hickory. That's not uncommon in North Carolina in the middle of the day. And he got really angry, and he also was finding that he was finding it difficult to get customers because they already had their brick people and all. And so instead he opened up a bar in his workplace, pseudo illegally, I would probably say, and people would come in the middle of the day and drink, and that's how you make business partners. And then at the end, the CEO comes in and he thinks he's going to get fired because they've been spending hundreds, thousands of dollars on coffee. It was really alcohol. And instead the CEO was impressed and was like, okay, now double your spending on it. So
Yeah, Grandpa Tom was legit. Is this main storyline?
So we have young Tom, who's Cam, and then we have old Tom, who's actually his grandfather, narrating it.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
and
sweet.
Do you want to tell them about the thread or the social commentary?
So of technology actually, because we kind of had to use that to make it to give it a thread, basically.
More than a story.
Yeah, to make it more than a story and to go beyond the original story. So we're using technology because when it started, and then from the current until now, the current time period, there was a change in that, and we're just showing how they're no longer, I guess, socially connecting.
Yeah, basically you see because you see a lot of phone calls in the 70s, and he's not able to make customers, and when he opens that bar and is able to talk to people face to face, he's able to make friends and customers. And so we're kind of playing off of that you need that face to face interaction, for your business to thrive.
Cool. So I got pretty clearly where the idea comes from, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What made you guys choose that idea specifically?
Cam and Hannah were the biggest idea people in our group, and they had several good ideas, but the one with his grandfather was probably the most fleshed out a few weeks ago compared to the other ones that needed more details added. And it kind of, how Dr. Hammer is try something new. It's set in the 1970s, and it's really hard to film when you aren't from the 1970s and don't have clothing from then, and your car is new, and so that's trying something new.
Definitely.
Yeah, before we started filming this, I didn't realize how much we had
our telephone is old looking. Everything has to be.
Yeah, we're constantly pull that out of the shot because it's looks too new for this.
We did our very first scene was driving through Carborough in the morning. It's supposed to be Hickory in the morning, and we're filming outside the window, and we have to cut out every new car or new looking building in that shot. So it doesn't give it away.
Most cars on the street today, maybe 99%, I feel are not appropriate for.
Yeah, they
film,
aged it, so we had to.
I guess probably what you got, huh?
Yeah.
So you guys sort of touched on this with thread and social commentary, I think you also said. But specifically from the things that we've learned this semester, any elements of film, techniques, anything that we've done, what have you guys purposely integrated into your film from what we've done in class?
I think.
Go ahead.
I think we're trying some cool stuff with cinematography, our bar scene with the slamming that down. It's just unique. I wouldn't have thought of that actually, but it's a cool way. And just different shots we're using to convey we're having a repeated door opening scene that just kind of shows time passing and a change in young Tom. Also, what we're doing with the music, which is using newer which we got the idea from Great Gatsby. So I feel like it's a endeavor to.
Also Django Unchained.
Oh yeah,
I was about to say Django,
inspired
yeah.
by Django as well.
Yeah. Also, like in the cinematography with conversations, we're doing the 180 and like shooting over people's shoulders. We always have 2 cameras in our scenes too, like.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Flip back and forth. We did a really cool mirror one. You weren't there for it, where like young Tom's looking in the mirror getting ready, and you can see. It confuses my mind, but you can see his reflection, but you can't see me filming him in the mirror, like. But yeah,
How's that possible?
you could add an angle, and so like
Wow.
I'm shooting just right.
That's awesome. So like, have you guys had any issues so far?
No, other than the 70s part. I mean, that's definitely
That's
difficult.
the biggest challenge, I think.
Actually, also making it look like you did not film it on UNC's campus, because like we want to film a bar scene, we did an office scene, and we did it in here. Like trying to make it look like we didn't just go to classrooms or the quad and film it.
But in terms of the creative process, the script writing and things like that, you guys didn't really run into any challenges?
We have a good team. There's a diverse amount of talent. I think like with the people, conveniently the people we've been working with all semester worked well together, and so
Yeah.
I think it's worked to our advantage, the group we have.
And we're not the ones who are like actually doing the editing or the script writers. That's Hannah and Cam
Okay.
and Sean. So if there have been problems, like personally with them, like we don't really know, but like as a team, we're working really well.
So you guys divided roles really well then.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, like I know nothing, so it's like, tell me what to do. It's been working.
Okay, so in thinking about when the class gets together to watch all of these films, when your film comes on, what do you want to accomplish? What do you want people to think, feel, etc. after they watch your film?
I personally want several things. I want them to actually think it's like, obviously not the 1970s because they're going to see Cam in it, but I want them to be able to extend that belief and like see the 1970s and Hickory, not in Chapel Hill. And I also want them to pick up on the thread in the social commentary and think it's a strong one and see it more than a story and see it like as a movie.
I might have missed this. Will you guys expand on exactly what the social commentary is again?
Do you want to take it or do you want me to do it?
You can take it.
So basically, we also have a final scene, which might make it more clear. How technology is we're putting technology in a bad light and saying that is coming between human interactions, good human interactions. In our final scene, we have actual old Tom on the porch, and we zoom out and you see young Tom holding a cell phone. And so just saying like, you need that basic human face-to-face interaction than like going on Facebook or something, and you see that in his career doing well with that. So his job was not working by him trying to make acquaintances over the phone, business partners. It just wasn't working that way. It only worked when he had them in front of him. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's all the questions that I have, but this is a chance for you to say anything you want to say to the class, any advice that you might have for future groups, anything you want to say about Dr. Hammer, anything about the class.
Well, I personally love this class, and obviously you should take it, but the people watching this are already in this class, so spread the word to your friends, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say it's a great class. I've actually started watching films differently and gained a new appreciation for a film deeper than the face value of it, and I've learned how to watch a film with a better eye, I'd say.
Cool.
I
Well,
hope
thank you
you
guys so
enjoy
much for
movie.
doing that. Yeah.